Alright, part 3 of the RVT Game Crew playthrough of Portal 2. TWK, Matty Jay, and the returning...
Hey everyone, the Shadesmith is back in town!
This next test
Alright, it's time for things to get slightly more complicated now with these, yes, these aerial faith plates.
Boing!
Yeah, this one can be...
Yes.
The timing of this one can be a little tricky. Anyways, since you weren't here last time, Shades, tell us your thoughts on Portal 2.
Oh, I absolutely love this game. I did not know. When I first played this, I was not sure how good it was going to be compared to the original, and I'm amazed at how well they put all this together.
Yeah, essentially they took the first game and they give it a gigantic Valve-sized budget.
Yeah, pretty much.
And pump it back in. So
They pretty much just added all the charm that you would expect with a Valve game and more.
I thought that was interesting. Let's see what the next test is. Oh,
Alright, what's the next test chamber? Is this one of the ones I don't like? This one is... Oh, this one isn't too terrible. Alright, this one can be a tiny bit tricky.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to really know where to place your portals to make this one work. Otherwise, you're going to end up going face first into the water.
You're also going to have to be really quick about it.
Woo!
As you saw there, I had to be really quick with shooting those pearls, or else I would have just smacked, as Shades put it, I would have smacked right into that wall.
And then right in the water, and then you would die.
Essentially.
Sorry, I'm still cleaning out the test chambers, so sometimes there's still trash in them, standing around, smelling and being useless.
More sass from GLaDOS. And here's me, I'm going to try to be fancy and try to catch the cube. And we'll see how well that works out.
Bum 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 bum. Ba-da-da-ba-dum. T-Dub!
Alright, here it comes.
It's going, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming!
It's cut. No!
Doe, I missed. Alright, this time I'm not even fucking around. I'm just like, screw it. Just let the game do it itself.
Rube Goldbergian, why don't you?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Remember before when I was talking about smelly garbage standing around being useless?
And if you've noticed, this facility is slowly but surely getting back in order.
And I'm sorry.
Fixing it up, yeah, fixing it up.
Right over your head, which would have made the
Yes.
seem insane.
Put it all back
That's
together
why I had to
again.
call you garbage a second time just now.
Alright, what is this one? With every test chamber I'm dragging, that's going to be one of the ones I really don't like.
Sorry, I don't know why that went off. Anyway, just an interesting science fact.
Oh, yeah, another one that actually isn't too terrible.
Lasers. I actually get the feeling that...
Before you could complete the test. I'm sorry. Go ahead and grab another one.
Try to pick up and... Alright, put it... Oh!
No, I fizzled that one too.
You can tell she's just having a sick, perverted pleasure in messing with you.
She's being Nelson Muntz over here.
Hi, Wheatley.
Hi, Wheatley, you bastard.
Also, this is kind of even crueler if you consider one of MatPat's older game theories where he hypothesized that there are people inside of these cubes.
Yeah, that's a scary thought when you think about it, though. That's like, oh my god.
I am so glad that didn't fall off the edge.
Living on the edge. Sorry, Aerosmith in the brain.
It's okay. I had it in my mind too.
And well, it's not the only thing that's in my head. I got Ghost's Square Hammer in my head too.
Well, that's because we just watched NXT TakeOver San Antonio.
And it was awesome.
Well, you guys did anyway.
I'm surprised your wife
Every
didn't
test
make you
chamber
watch
is
that.
equipped with an
She's not home. She's
emancipation
working
drill
tonight, man.
secret.
Oh.
So that test
Well, that'll
subjects
explain
cannot
that.
smuggle test objects out of the test area. This one is broken. Don't take anything with you.
Alright, to the next test chamber. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're hearing any beeps or boops in the background, that is our Discord.
Someone
This
trying to
next
talk
test
to us?
involves emancipation grills. Remember, I told you about them in the last test area.
I think
but did
Shays
not
is
have one.
sending messages to the Toonami chat.
No, that's not me.
Oh. Okay then. Must be our fan chat then.
Turbines again.
More than likely.
I have to go. Wait, this next test does require some explanation. Let me give you the fast version. There, if you have any questions.
I can't remember what she
just
says when
remember
she
what I
talks really
said, so
fast, but
she-
it is
Pass on your
interesting.
own recognizance.
So I
Probably the
recommend you guys
entire-
looking
Be
it up.
right back.
Probably the entirety of the Rock's promo. Also, that was an edit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
this is
know
one of
why
those-
that edit happens.
This is one of those test chambers where I thought about it way too much. I didn't. It's one of
Yeah.
those ones where it's way simpler if you just don't think too hard.
To be fair, I did it too.
There are quite a few of those where you think the solution is a lot more complicated than it actually is.
Again, to be fair, I did it too.
We
The
all have our
return.
days.
Of what? The king? The Jedi? Say something!
It is the return of something, and yeah, that plate is it's gone insane.
That plate is going, why won't you nail in?
And although we've seen him throughout the facility, this is the part where we finally get to see a true formal return.
Well, I'm back. The aerial faceplate in here.
And
is-
now more fact
You
jokes.
broke it.
No.
Oh.
There. Try it now.
Yeah, GLaDOS is a bitch.
Her sass
Seriously.
levels are her sass and salt levels are off the charts right now.
Yep.
Generous.
That is a lot of salt. That is a professional amount of salt.
You look great, by the way. Very healthy.
Yeah,
She
I
has
think
more-
what it was is one of the cores that we destroyed back in the first game was probably one that held back her Stark.
Seem to have
Now
defeated
she's
it
free to
so
be
very
herself
fast.
again.
Well done. I'll just lower the
El Snarko Bichu.
She has more salt than a heel on an episode of Talking Smack.
And considering the 90% of that's all there's a miss, that is saying a lot.
This is definitely one of the funner test chambers in my opinion. It's not too difficult and it just has just enough challenge to be fun. That and I like almost any test chamber that uses aerial faith plates to launch you through portals. Also, I have to note that just looking through the past few chambers, you can tell sort of how these patterns go with these test chambers, and I really, really like it, where they first introduce a new mechanic, and then just by themselves, and then they start adding little things to it and mixing these mechanics up from the different chambers, thus just slightly increasing the difficulty with each chamber.
Oh, wait.
Plus, it keeps it from getting stale because you're doing one thing, by mixing it up, you're not just doing this test, then that test, and this test. After a couple of trials, they incorporate it into other elements,
like an eagle.
so everything feels fresh and new.
Yeah, that and the difficulty is always on this like bell curve, so you're almost never bored by anything. So just when you think things are getting too difficult, they throw a bit of an easy one at you, and then things start getting more and more difficult again. Then it goes back down. Just really, really good pacing.
Oh, and the best part, wait till the Cave Johnson levels.
Oh,
And not just for the storytelling aspect of it. Just the levels themselves are amazing.
We do get to see some really good ones there, and more fast forwarding just to skip some filler because I kind of put the carriage in front of the horse, if you will.
bravo, sir.
It happens. This one, I remember it took me a long while. It took me about 15 minutes to figure out, too, so... Some of them are real brain scratchers.
Insert brain scratch comms reference here.
Not intentional, obviously.
And I'm now mesmerized by the wall graphics, as they're almost 100% repaired.
Enjoy this next test. I'm
Almost.
going to go to the surface. It's a beautiful day out. Yesterday I saw a deer. If
You saw a
fail this
deer?
next test,
Shoot it. It's good for
maybe I'll
game
let you
meat.
ride an elevator all the way up to the break room. And I'll tell you about the time I saw a deer again.
Oh, this chamber. There's an achievement here. There's an achievement here that I've never been able to get, and that is to clear this specific chamber in I think like 51 seconds or less, or something like that. And I've never been able to do it. I've come close, but just not quite there. Because every time I play through this game and I come to this chamber, I always forget about this one cube that you need to get. Do you guys have any memories of this chamber?
Oh, it's been so long since I played this game. Like,
Ditto.
remembering, I can remember a few specific moments, but I could not remember all like the puzzles that I did.
Yeah, there are quite a lot considering that the game went from being about an hour long to about 5 or 6 hours.
And that's if you're not doing co-op.
Oh yeah, the co-op mode, Jesus, those puzzles.
Ooh.
Those
I
will
remember-
take you a minute.
I remember I did a live stream of that with our old buddy Dax Strife, and good God, that was. If I didn't have him on my side, I probably would have failed that. I would have been so like, I would have took it forever on those games.
Yeah, some of those puzzles can be tricky, and you're definitely going to need two heads to solve them. Not just for how you'll need two people physically, but they can be very mentally taxing as well. And I'm so glad that I have some good friends, because even my buddy, who isn't the smartest guy overall, for some reason he's really good at puzzle solving in games, so he was really helpful for that. And another one of my friends, she is super duper smart, and she really helped as well. So just, you're going to need some friends when you're going to do co-op.
Have a little help from my friends.
Also, I love the payoff to this puzzle where you just start bouncing around the whole place until you get to the exit. There we go. Everything should... Well, almost. There we go. Everything should be in order now.
Much better.
Now it's time to fly. And now Matty Jay has AJ Styles' TNA theme in his head.
Indeed. You know me so well. But then again, who wouldn't have his damn theme in his head by now?
I assume any of our viewers who've never heard that theme yet.
But with you here, I've got more tests.
Get ready to fly!
And I assume at least some of them aren't wrestling fans. They're just here for the portal nonsense and our nonsensical commentary.
Spoiler alert, we're wrestling fans. Well, the two of the three of us are wrestling fans anyway.
These bridges are made from natural
Yeah, I've kind of been burned out.
Alright, this room.
It would be like standing outside.
This is another one where I kind of put the carriage in front of the horse.
It would set your hair on fire, so don't act.
Did you fail?
What was that, Matty?
Did you fail this one? Yeah, you did. Love
I
that.
didn't
edit.
fail. I just went to the wrong spot too early. That's kind of what I did with one of the previous ones as well, where I was thinking too far ahead and I forgot a previous step that you need to do. So these tunnels can go through portals, and they can be extremely helpful for pretty much getting anywhere.
If you know how to place them correctly, you can actually kind of cheat levels, or
Yeah, I wouldn't
ahead.
surprise if people have figured out how to pretty much speed the run a lot of these chambers using these things, and oh, there it goes down into the toxic waste.
Thankfully, we got another one.
I seriously don't know whose facilities are built worse, Black Mesa or Aperture.
Well, we know Aperture Science used to look good until we came in and fucked it up.
Yeah, pretty
have
much.
Have you guys played the original Half-Life?
I have.
Matty? Matty?
I think he's getting distracted. I think I heard his sister come in.
All right. Anyways, yeah. And if any of you have played the original Half-Life, you notice that the level design does not make sense for actual architecture. There are so many areas where there are no railings, where just basic accommodations for human decency is just thrown out the window just to make it a video game level, essentially.
Because that's wrong. The correct answer is nobody.
Well, I cut him a little slack. Video game design still hadn't reached perfection at that point. I mean, this...
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry
I think
about that. The dog opened the door and everyone started to talk at the same time.
Right, that's fine. Anyways, that's the end of the part. Join us next time. Wow, that really snuck up on me. Bye-bye.